Well, hello everybody, this is me, Stanger Brook, again in Puerto Vallarta with your weekly video fishing report. Sorry for no report for the last couple of weeks, but I've been slammed here, too much business, no time. Right now what we're seeing water temperatures have taken another drop out there. We're looking at about 74 degrees, which is significant when you remember that our lowest water temperature of the year will be in the neighborhood of 70 degrees. It doesn't normally get under 70 degrees, so we're only a few degrees warmer than what our coldest temperature is, and we're just coming out of the summer season. So that's an indication of the La Nina situation. Because of that, we're seeing our warm water species, the Marlin, the Tuna, the Dorado, the sailfish, they're all pulling out. And we have the winter species moving back in, which would be basically your Cubera snapper, amberjack, a lot of jack crevalles, Sierra mackerels. We have a lot of bonita out there they're picking up as well. And striped marlin, believe it or not. We're seeing a lot of striped marlin out there. Now, nothing's going to happen overnight, but we got a lot of bait out there in the water, a lot of whale food. We got a lot of whales in the bay as well. So you just kind of have to keep all that in perspective and remember that Moby Dick might be out there, but you're you're not going to catch him. So that's what's going to happen. Corbetania right now, what we're seeing is not a whole lot of action. Same thing at El Banco. Was pretty dead out there last week. The real news story is north of Punta Mita. From El Morro to Punta Mita, which is about 25, 28 miles out there. Normally that area will be pretty good later in the season, but what we're seeing right now is by Punta Mita, which is at the far point, if you know the area here, about 12 miles off the point, and not much farther than that. We've been seeing striped marlin out there, and there've been Dorado out there, and there've been a lot of spinner dolphin out in that area. Now the spinner dolphin, we call them spinners, and tornillos, they'll call them here in Spanish. They run with yellowfin tuna, and they've been running with 40 to 50 pound yellowfin tuna. So people going out there, if you see the spinners, you're going to catch tuna, and that's been a lot of fun, really good thing for a lot of people, and it's perfect size. You can get them in pretty quickly, and very good fight, and it's well worth the money for an 8-hour trip out there. But that's not going to last long. This big bubble they have out there of warmer water, which is about 78 degrees, is well, it's kind of fading out there. So by the time you read this report, it probably won't happen for you. But that's kind of like what's going on. If you're out there looking for action, you know, you're not afraid to do any jigging. Cubera snapper are out there, amberjack are out there, both very good tasting fish, but nobody really comes here to do any jigging. Some people do, but not most people don't. So if you're heading out to Corbetania, El Banco, you know, make sure you kind of get the latest and the greatest out there. It's probably not going to be all that great. Coming into the bay, 6 hours in the bay right now seems to be the best bang for your buck. Even with the colder water temperatures, there's a big channel that goes all the way out to Corbetania, out 35 miles, right into the Los Arcos area. So we've been seeing some sailfish over there. I'm sorry, not sailfish. We've been seeing Dorado. And believe it or not, about 5 or 6 days ago, we saw blue marlin in the bay, which is just, you know, I just can't imagine that happening. And we've been seeing some interesting fish out there like snook around the river mouth as well. But right now, if you're sitting inside the bay, your best bang for your buck, fishing-wise, in my opinion, is a 6-hour trip. Get over by Yelapa. We've been seeing some Dorado, not too many Dorado. We got a lot of jack crevalles out there. Now, a lot of people don't like jack crevalles. They think it's a trash fish, but they're running 35 to 50 pounds, and there's a lot of action. You have a lot of fun. So, you know, please don't fish dogs out there. The bonita running anywhere from 15 to about 25 pounds. That's what they put in tuna cans around here. It's not like that California bonita that you just can't eat. We have Sierra mackerels as well. That's the same mackerel that you would see in the cans out there with the yellow spots on them. Very tasty. They're small. They're an early bite, but they're plentiful and they're good tasting. You won't go wrong with those. And let's see what else. Well, we got some snook running around the river mouths. They like that, what they call agua dulce. That's where the salt water mixes with the fresh water. We've been seeing a few snook out there, but, you know, there's so many gill nuts and stuff in the river mouths with all the Indians and things like that. They pretty much lock all that up. And, well, we got whales. Got a lot of whales. So, you know, you can do a little fishing trip, a little whale watching, and it kind of happens automatically. So maybe you should give yourself a little extra time out there. A 6-hour trip would be perfect for that. And bait. Got a lot of bait. A lot of bonita, a lot of skipjack tuna. Skipjack tuna around 6 pounds right now. They very good tasting. So if you catch them and you don't use them for bait, yeah, you can always eat them. Flay them out. They'll be good. So that seems to be the story. So you might get lucky, get a Dorado. You might get lucky, maybe see something with a bill out there. But if you do that, you should get on a plane to Las Vegas. And the water temperatures are going to continue to drop here in the next week or two. I would think probably the next 3 weeks. We're going to start seeing bass. We'll start seeing grouper and a lot of snapper inside the bay around the river mouth. So, you know, like I said, it's a transition period right now. And, you know, the way it is, the way it works. COVID. Let's talk about COVID. COVID, Mexico's been under a green light situation. They use a, you know, signal kind of thing. And but they brought some restrictions into Puerto Vallarta once again for no really good reason, if you ask me. I mean, nobody's sick around here. There's a lot of baloney being thrown around like everywhere else. But right now they're talking about maybe restricting bars from drinking, bars and restaurants from serving any beer at all, any alcohol. Although I'm not too sure about that. But you can still get a test everywhere. Nothing's closed. Everything's wide open. And I guess it's just something we're going to have to deal with around here. So I'll keep my opinion to myself. But in the coming weeks, we got a lot more people come in, a lot more interest, and you can get in, you can get out, and test and everything are fine. So, not too exciting report this week, but I got it in, so there you go. So, like always, if you have any questions, you know, give me a call, fire me an email, like, share, whatever you do on these things. And because we kind of like the exposure, people seem to like them, and I like doing them, and it's not too complicated. So there you go. So for now, I guess we'll just leave it at that. And for now, don't forget to kiss your fish. And we'll see you next week. Hasta luego.